Hi, I'm Paul from the Studio Rats, and today I'm joined by
Lee. Hi, everyone.
Lee. What have you done now?
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Been out spending cash again on various bits of gear.
So you start off as this man, a man of the people, I would say.
Yeah.
A man of the people.
Power to the people.
Power to the people. And you're buying the sort of Amazon effects units and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And sort of budget guitars, jets and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Still all nice stuff.
Mm.
And then about a year ago, everything changes.
Yeah. I got corrupted by the Studio Rats.
This is nothing to do with me. This is nothing to do with me. So yeah, Lee, man of the people, is now buying expensive gear. Well, it's not overly priced gear, is it? It's like, it's good quality. It's not like buying a Quad Cortex and stuff. It's still more reasonable than that.
Yeah.
And arguably, that GT1000 is fantastic. Anyway, explain what's going on, why you bought it, and because you change gear like I change pants.
Well, once a month.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I've been a big fan of Boss gear for a while now. Certainly their cheaper end of their stuff. The GT1, I still think is a fantastic unit. And you can still pick up the GT1 for a couple of £100, and I think that's a fantastic buy. But I've been gradually kind of moving up the Boss food chain, and I've got as far as the GT1000, and I bought the GT1000 Core because I like small form pedals. I like ones that don't take up a lot of room. They're easy to transport. I do quite a lot of international gigs, so I need to take my gear on a plane a lot of the time. So you know, fitting a pedal board like this in the overhead locker of a plane is ideal. So I've been really happy with the GT1000 Core. I've programmed up my main core sounds that I use, you know, clean, overdrive, distortion, lead, and whatever. And again, I've been really happy with the IR sound that I've been getting. But I happened to stumble across a video on YouTube, as you do. We'll watch tons of YouTube videos all the time, don't we? And somebody was demoing the OX Stomp. I forget which YouTuber it was. But this OX Stomp pedal sounded really good. And I have to say, I had been slightly intrigued by it ever since it came out. And I didn't buy one because they're quite expensive. And obviously I'd spent quite a bit of money on the GT1000 Core already. So, but good old Guitar in the UK, they were getting rid of a few of their ex-demo models. And
Right.
They shaved a massive amount of money off the OX Stomp.
See, I'm not sure whether the OX Stomp is, and I think we've had this conversation, is possibly, I wouldn't say a failure, but it's you've got to be a certain sort of guitar player to buy one, haven't you?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, you've got to be happy with the rest of your rig.
Yeah, and you've got to be a guy that does a lot of silent stage sort of gigs like you do.
Yeah.
But anyway, what we thought we'd do today is we're going to record some stuff because Lee's got a new album coming out.
I have.
We'll put some details of the album, but when is it coming out?
It's not quite finished yet. Hopefully October, November time.
October, November. Check for Lee Abraham on Spotify, all your stream
music,
all that sort of stuff. And what Lee's asked me to do, Lee's asked me to play a solo on it. And Lee has got the starring role solo in this track. So I'm going to do like a little solo. Lee's going to do the main solo. And we're going to use the GT1000 Core for this, using the OX Stomp. Do you want to talk through how you use this anyway? Because it'd be interesting to sort of demo the IRs that are built into the GT1000 Core.
Yeah, sure.
Because I want to know how different it sounds to the OX Stomp. Because the OX Stomp doesn't actually have IRs, is it? It's their own proprietary tech that's in there. Yeah. I've got an OX box, like an amp top box, that sits on top of your amp, and you can plug your amplifier into it. And it does similar sort of thing, but this is without the power attenuator section. So it's just for situations like this where you're using a modeler, that sort of stuff. But it's supposed to take the speaker modelling up to the next level. So it's a demo anyway. I'm talking too much. Go on.
Well, do you want to?
Do you want me to play?
Yeah, you play, and I'll twiddle the knobs. On the...
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to hear your sounds as well.
Yeah,
what sort of sounds? So this is what you're using for recording and for live, yeah?
And for live, yeah.
Okay.
So if we start, I'll turn off the aux and I'll turn on the speaker cabs in the GT1000. So if we very quickly just switch over to the box.
Oh, it's so much fuller, isn't it? And it's more reactive.
So let's move on to a sound where we've got a bit more drive going on. So this is what I call clean boosted. And this is, let me turn off the aux and turn the speaker cabs and the boss back on.
Yeah, just in case you can't see the screen, what's going on, Lee's just turning off the IR built into the GT1000, and then we're going to be comparing it against the speaker modding inside the aux.
So this is the everything coming from the boss.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice.
And then we turn that off, and this is the aux.
That's great. How much can you do to it? Can you EQ it? And
yeah, so you can do an awful lot. But there's a little health warning that goes with it, and that is that the God, it's really hot in England today. If you're watching this in December, then it's the 1st of August and it's sweltering today.
Yeah, that's why the fan. Yeah, excuse the fan noise. But anyway, go on.
Yeah, there's an app. So there's an app that they haven't done a desktop app for the computer. I don't know why, but they've done an app purely for iPhones, Android phones, and iPads and the like.
Okay,
it's really clunky. It's really clunky. So it takes. So I had terrible trouble actually trying to get it to connect first of all. But once I got it to connect, it's quite difficult to use the faders and the sliders that you get on the screen to move things. They're not very reactive to your finger when you use them on the phone or the iPad, and it's really kind of you just want to move it a tiny little bit and it jumps right over. You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I think it is one of those sort of set and forget things, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you set it up, you forget it. That's your, that's your tone.
The cab that we're using, I guess I should just point out, is I think they call it their Vintage 30 Thick. I think it's called.
Okay.
It's a 4x12.
Awesome.
There you go.
Right. Well, should we see how it sounds in track?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, as I said, this is a song from Lee's new album that's coming out. Do you want what is the song? Who's singing? What's the whole deal?
Yeah, so this is a track from a new album. It's called Chalk Hill, and the vocals on it are being sung by Peter Jones, who's a fantastic singer from the Midlands. And he's actually currently the lead singer and keyboard player with Camel, 70s prog band that people may have heard of. He's got his own band as well called Tiger Moth Tales. And fantastic all-round musician. And the fact that he's blind as well and he plays guitar, keyboards, saxophone. He's a fantastic singer. He's a brilliant songwriter. He's the whole deal.
We should stop whinging, shouldn't we? Because that's inspiring, isn't it?
Yeah,
proper inspiring. Okay, why don't you record your solo first?
Yeah.
And then I'll do my bit, and we'll hear the tones at the GT1000 with the OX Stomp.
Train
Great vocal. Do you want to do it again? Or are you happy with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? And it's really small, it's compact, it's easy to use. As long as you stay away from the app. As long as you get your rigs sorted out in here, you've got basic controls on the top that you can use for your cab sound. Yeah, I think, and I mean, for the price, I mean, certainly, you know, it's an expensive purchase when it first came out and it was full price.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think if you can grab one maybe used or maybe in a sale or something, I think, you know, it's a good bit of gear.
Well, what we should do, as opposed to a video that we're just showing your setup, because I know at the moment you don't want to touch anything that's in there. You don't open the app because it can easily change things.
Yeah.
What we should actually do is a full review and go through all the different tones at some point once you're really really happy with it and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think that's pretty damn awesome.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
Yeah, goodbye. So anyway, really hope you guys got something out of this video. Oh, by the way, don't forget to check out Lee's album when it comes out. You think about October time?
Yeah, I haven't got a name for the album yet, otherwise I'd say it.
This is useful, this video, isn't it? People. What we'll do when it comes out, we'll link it, and we'll do something on the channel anyway, just to celebrate. And you've got a couple of gigs coming up, haven't you? So yeah. we'll do something there as well. So really hope you guys got something out of this video. If you did get something out of it, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click on the bell button and to be notified of any future video that comes out from the Studio Rats. I'm Paul.
I'm Lee.
And we'll see you next time.